Don't know how much you noticed this, but Brodric Martin got into the game against the Raiders. Remember, Brodric Martin, third round pick, defensive tackle, big guy, kind of a project out of Western Kentucky. We took him somewhat of a surprise. And so we know our situation at defensive tackle where like Bugs has been inactive. It's like, is Benito Jones really the guy? We know Aleem is. Like, we know Aleem McNeil is really good, but outside of that, what do we have at D tackle? So we've been waiting for Brodric Martin. Well, he plays, and it wasn't great. And we'll get into how the Lions will use him going forward and what along that defensive line, what it looks like. Because if we're going to make a stretch run or a run here down the stretch, a run down the stretch, we need the defensive line to really be something that I don't know if they are. They're and that's what's crazy is they're great against the run. The Lions defense has been great against the run, mostly against two teams. Really, just the one team that kind of struggled. So it's interesting how well the defense is playing and how easy it is for us to be, well, I don't know about this guy or this guy. Well, they're playing pretty good. So let's take a look at the snap counts. Brodric Martin, 11 snaps. So remember this. He played 11 snaps, including the first 5 plays of the Raiders' lone scoring drive when they were doing what? Just running it up the middle. And they did that over and over, and it wasn't a great rookie for the debut. It wasn't a great debut for the rookie as the Lions got moved around on that drive. He ultimately was pulled, and they got in the red zone. They still scored, and he had the third lowest PFF among Lions defenders. Aleem McNeil, great. Benito's just been holding his own. And then after that, they've just been trying. Is it Bugs? Is it Levi? Is it Martin? So I just don't think Brodric Martin is ready. And Isaiah Bugs is really, in my opinion, the disappointing part here. The fact that he's even allowed Brodric Martin to get a chance tells me, man, come on. Isaiah Bugs, he does look out of shape. I get you're supposed to be a big defensive tackle guy, but he looks out of shape. He's not as fast. He's got to be something, right? It's like, are you really strong run stuffer? Not quite. Are you a fast kind of an Aleem McNeil guy? No. So Isaiah Bugs is the real problem here. We need him to be a really good player, take a leap this year, and he's not doing it. Kind of let his body go a little bit, where Aleem McNeil did the opposite. Comes back, looks really good, body looks good. And then Levi, we didn't expect much from him. It's fine. You look at the other snap counts, and this is brought to you by Pride of Detroit. Here's what we've been talking about. Or edge, right? Aiden Hutchinson plays almost every snap. And then on the edge, it's Kaminsky, Pascal, Julian, Charles, Romeo, and all very good players, like solid, not very good, but all good players, solid guys. Kaminsky's been kind of quiet this year, but we're just saying it, man. We do not have an edge, a pure edge outside of Aiden. And so if anything ever happens to Aiden Hutchinson, we're going to be in a lot of trouble because we've got no edge rushers. Oh my gosh. And then another interesting one was offensive line. So you've got Taylor Decker, Graham. So you got the main guys, and then we had an injury here. So then Skipper came in, but Vaitai did not play at all. So he is not a healthy scratch. He's just a bench guy that even when we had a guard go out, Vaitai didn't go in, but Skipper went in. So Vaitai's around, but not playing. And then wide receivers was interesting too, because we've got 5 guys making appearance. Antoine Green a little bit, but this is maybe why we made the trade for Donovan Peoples-Jones. As you can see, we just don't have maybe some of the depth outside of these top 2 guys, because then Jameson plays for. So yeah, that's something we have to look for. We'll have to look for it as we move forward. So the Lions need the defensive line to continue to play well, despite, and that's the thing is you look at it and it's like, it's not the best, but you look at the Lions top 10 in defensive rushing allowed, top 10 in points scored, top 10 total defense. Like everything is there defensively. It's been incredible. They dominated the Raiders. So, and the Raiders have their own problems, but who cares? When we get a lesser opponent, we are dominating them. And that has been really nice to see. So I don't think Brodric Martin is ready. He's not going to be the answer for us like this D tackle. I think they were trying to hopefully get a little James Houston type of thing happening where, you know what, let's just put him in a game and see what happens, right? Like, I see what I'm seeing in practice, but we'll see what happens in a game. It didn't really pan out. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this one. Brodric Martin, not quite ready, unfortunately. So we need somebody else to step up. The defensive tackle situation is kind of like the defensive end situation where if Aleem McNeil goes down, we're in trouble. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next